Oh my goodness. What is going on, Raptors Nation? Luca here back with another video. I let it sit for a bit, try to soak up as much as I could, but I'm ready to talk about what just happened. Craziness ensued. Just when you thought the Damian Lillard sweepstakes were going to possibly continue to rage on into this weekend, we finally have a conclusion. Damian Lillard has been traded. He has not been traded to the Miami Heat. He has not been traded to the Toronto Raptors, who are set to be the front runners going into this week. He has been traded to the Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks have come out of nowhere, and they made Giannis Antetokounmpo happy, and they trade for Dame. All of a sudden, Dame and Giannis, quite possibly the best duo in the NBA. And that is a team that is going to be a huge contender in the Eastern Conference. Hit a like and subscribe for more Raptors content. We are going to dive right into this one and what it means to the Toronto Raptors. So before we get into the Raptors being essentially outbid by the Bucks, the full trade details are as follows. So the Bucks get Damian Lillard. They get their big catch. The Blazers get Drew Holiday, DeAndre Ayton, Kamara, a 2029 first-round pick, 2 pick swaps, and the Suns receive Nurkic, Grayson Allen, Little, and Keon Johnson. So that was what it took for the Milwaukee Bucks to get Damian Lillard. Now, the immediate outfall from all this is the Raptors really couldn't outbid the Bucks offer. They couldn't outbid that. Now, I just want to backtrack a little bit here. I don't know how many of you caught it live as it happened. I didn't. I saw it after. But you almost got to ask yourself how close the Raptors actually were to a trade, because Shams actually tweeted out, the real Shams account on X actually tweeted out for a split second that the Raptors had traded for Damian Lillard. I'm going to put it up on the screen. That happened, and then Shams realized he made a huge mistake and quickly deleted it. But for those people who caught it live, they had a split second of joy, especially if those people were Raptors fans. And now that screenshot lives in history as being an infamous moment for the Raptors. Let's get into it from the Raptors' perspective. This is what Josh Lewenberg said, and I quote, "It has been suggested to me that the Raptors' interest in Dame to the point where they became frontrunners was overstated. That tracks. They could have beat this offer. Doesn't mean they should have. Easier for a team with Giannis to justify giving up rights to 3 unprotected first-round picks." And then the biggest thing that came out was from the Toronto Sun's Ryan Wolstadt, who said, according to sources, his sources, that Toronto simply would not dangle OG Anunoby for Damian Lillard. This one was surprising to me because we knew the Raptors weren't going to trade Scottie Barnes. That was a given. But if this is in fact true and the Raptors weren't willing to dangle OG Anunoby for Damian Lillard, that's surprising, especially when you consider the fact that OG Anunoby has not been extended. He's set to become an unrestricted free agent after this season's done. And now, if you're the Raptors, after all of this goes down, they do not trade for Damian Lillard. And as I posted on X, that is now 2 sweepstakes that the Raptors, who were set to be the front runners, end up with nothing. Remember, they were set to be the front runners for Kevin Durant last offseason, did nothing. And of course, the Raptors were set to be the front runners entering this week for Lillard, got nothing. And now the Toronto Raptors will enter the season as is, and they got a lot of question marks because along with OG Anunoby, they got Gary Trent Jr. and their best player, Pascal Siakam, who are also set to become an unrestricted free agent after the season's done. Again, there's been no talk of an extension for either of these players to this point. And the Raptors had an opportunity to make a win now move, decided not to, and they have also not signaled a rebuild. So right now, the Raptors are stuck in the middle, which is not a place you want to find yourself, and they have 3 other players who can become an unrestricted free agent after the season. Wild position they find themselves in. As you can imagine, fans are starting to question what Masai Ujiri and company are doing and if they have an ultimate plan. Because we know the Raptors try to let things play out with Fred VanVleet. That burned them as Fred walked. And if the Raptors continue the play it out game, they could get burned again with the likes of OG Anunoby, who they refused to trade, reportedly, with all of these things that you have seen. Pascal Siakam and even Gary Trent Jr., who opted in. So craziness has happened. Of course, there's going to be a lot more details that emerge following the huge news of the day that Damian Lillard is going to the Milwaukee Bucks. But the Toronto Raptors, once again, find themselves in the thick of things at the top of a trade rumor when it comes to a big-time star, and they come away with nothing. And another thing to point out here, Giannis was a name that was circulating around the Raptors, especially after the comments he made. Giannis ain't going anywhere now, especially after the Bucks have made him happy and then some by getting him some great help in Damian Lillard. So that is another potential superstar you can take off the board for the Toronto Raptors. So we'll see what the Raptors ultimately do here, but the Raptors do not trade for Damian Lillard. The saga's over. The Bucks win the Damian Lillard sweepstakes, and now we will see what is next for this Raptors team. And we will see if Masai does have a plan all along. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What is your immediate reaction to all of this? This is mine. Let me know how you're feeling, Raptors Nation. Hit a like and subscribe for more. That is it for me. This is Lucas signing off. Until next time, stay safe.